Hi, this is Joe again with another movie with another review. I'm not going to do a historical movie review in this video since it's almost Christmas in 2017, so I figured do something like a little bit different. I'm going to be discussing various Christmas specials who, for one reason or another are no longer on television, even on cable. So we're going to be discussing again called forgotten forgotten Christmas specials. Now some of them I have previously reviewed. So if you want to see the full review that I've done, please check them out on my YouTube channel. Now of course I'm not going to do just pick out 10 random things and just do them. I'm just going to pick some of them. I hope I can remember as many of them as I can. I didn't write any of these down, unfortunately. Of course, when I mean by forgotten Christmas specials, I'm talking about specials that many people don't know they even exist, or that's been off the air for so long that I forgot they have this particular show or whatever. So that's the topic for this video. Of course, one of the more forgotten Christmas shows is one that's been, and you just have to watch it on YouTube, so you can see the show on YouTube, and that's the Family Circus Christmas special. Now, those of you who know what the Family Circus is, there was a comic strip. It's in a newspaper strip of this particular a family, really. And I remember used to buy the New York Daily News on Sundays, and used to have a big strip in there. Sometimes it would be like a maze, and the kids would follow the maze of the Family Circus, and they used to do it all the time. Like once a month or once or twice a month, maybe they would have it in the Sunday paper. That's what I remember of the Family Circus, and they do have a Christmas special. Like I said earlier, it's on YouTube. It's about the family preparing for Christmas, and they lost the store that goes on the tree, and the father's very upset because his dad's store, and he used to put them on the tree every year, and they lost it. The son, one of the sons, claims to see Santa Claus and told him where the store was. So he climbs up the tree and climbs up into a closet and found the store. Saying, "Daddy, look, I found the store," and they put him on the tree. And that's pretty much what the plot is. I mean, it's an okay Christmas special, but not a great one. Another forgotten Christmas show that's on is actually was pretty popular when I was a kid, and of course, which is a video they previously reviewed, and that's the Fat Albert Christmas Show. And this show is also on YouTube. Now, most of these shows I'm mentioning are all on YouTube, so you can look it up. And of course, the Fat Albert one, of course, not because of what's going on with Bill Cosby, with him being accused of all these drugging and raping all these women, about 50 or 60 women, whatever the case was. And, the Fat Albert cartoon, which he was one of the creators of and provided the voice of most of the characters, including, of course, Fat Albert himself. He's not, that show's not going to be on TV because of the rape accusations against Cosby. But it was a good Christmas special, and I do like it. And of course, this grouchy old business guy who wants to who owns the property with the kids' clubhouses on, and wants to tear them down. And a woman gives birth to a new child in the booth, in the clubhouse, and so the guy in the end repents and kind of like almost like a Fat Albert version almost of a Christmas Carol, almost kind of, but not really. Another forgotten Christmas show is the Gwyfield Christmas special, which is also on YouTube, which I've done a review on. When John, Gwyfield, and Odie go to John's family's farm for Christmas, and John's father was the voice of the guy who provided the voice of John's father was Pat Harrington, who played Snyder on One Day at a Time. So that was a pretty good Christmas special as well, and the show pretty much went off the air when the Grateful and Friends Sunday morning cartoon show ended, and of course all Sunday morning cartoons ended. So as soon as that ended, the show was off the air. Even though Grateful is still a popular comic strip in some newspapers, the show was no longer broadcast. So it's a shame that none of these Christmas shows that I grew up watching that was very, very good. Yeah, because you know why? Because they put in so much money in production value on the regular programs, they can't take off the shows for the entire month of December, which most shows usually do. Take the whole month of December off for at least 2 or 3 weeks, from December to the beginning of January, without airing any new episodes. So why can't they show these specials every night for 2 weeks? I mean, I don't see it. I don't see why. Another popular Christmas special that's it's been forgotten, pretty much, because it hasn't been airing for over 30 years now, and that's Christmas Eve on Sesame Street. And I have done a review on this one, so check out the video if you haven't seen it. Of course, it's definitely one. If you're talking about a very, very good Christmas special, at least one for kids, is not overly depressing. Well, it is a sad ending because when it's over, it's over. It's a sad ending, but you know it is a good show for the kids. But of course, the current Sesame Street generation will go, "Where's Elmo?" Because the Elmo character was not created yet when the show made, and you had three human characters who have passed away since then, including of course Mr. Hooper. You had Olivia, who was Goran's sister, on the show, and of course you also had the guy David, who was a black guy on the show. All three of them have passed away since then, over the years. So people won't relate to, oh, who's these guys? But it is a good show. It is Sesame Street. It's an hour-long thing, and it's one of the best Christmas specials you could possibly see with the kids. Another Christmas show that I like has been forgotten and is not aired because we got replaced by a real crappy Christmas show, and that's Frosty's Winter Wonderland. That is, I done a review of this one, and this was actually the second sequel to Frosty the Snowman, and it was narrated by Andy Griffith from the Andy Griffith Show and Matlock. Watch this one. Do not watch the crappy Frosty Returns show, which I reviewed previously. This is the best way you can see. Watch the original Frosty the Snowman, Frosty's Winter Wonderland, and Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July. Those were the three shows for Frosty the Snowman that kids could watch and should watch. Forget the Frosty Returns. It's on CBS. Forget that show. It's horrible. Another Christmas. I'm trying to think about a Christmas. See, that's why I didn't do a top 10 list, because I can't think of 10 Christmas shows to mention. Oh yeah, one I should mention is The Year Without Santa Claus. That's when Santa Claus decided to take a year off, to take a break for doing the whole Megillah of riding in the sleigh, delivering presents and stuff like that. And Mrs. Claus takes up the reins, so to speak, and does the job of trying to get Santa to, do his job on Christmas Eve. That one, I barely remember seeing. I've seen like maybe bits and pieces here and there. I think it is on YouTube, but the sound quality is so bad. It's not even worth watching, because you can't even hear it. You can barely hear it. At least with me, you can hear my videos. At least most of them, you can hear them. This video, you can't even. The person who put it up, you should take it down and redo it, because the sound quality is just awful. That's terrible. Like I said, I'm just doing like random videos. Not wrote top 10 lists here on this. Doesn't make the same random specials. But like I said, these specials, one special. Oh yeah, I forgot 2 specials I should mention before I shut this video off. One is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, which I previously reviewed as well. It's of course based on the famous poem. I think the original title was A Visit with Saint Nick. of course, they call it "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" because that's the first line of the poem. It was narrated by Joel Grey, Jennifer Grey's father, and it is a very, very, very good Christmas special. It's entertaining. This one, I don't know why this show's not on anymore. Like all these shows that I mentioned, I don't know why none of these shows are on television somewhere. And even I'm talking about regular TV. I'm not talking about stupid cable. That's where Christmas specials go to die. Is on these Christmas specials. Christmas, the cable channels with like ABC Family or wherever, or Nick at Night or any of these other cable channels. That's where they go to die. Really. I mean, they go there because it's not on regular television anymore because they don't get the ratings for them anymore. And the other Christmas special, which I also previously reviewed, is, of course, The Little Drummer Boy. Right? Of course, because the reason why this one's not on, because this one actually tells the story of what Christmas, like in Trying About Christmas, it tells you what Christmas is all about. And tells you what the story is, the birth of Jesus, really. And so little poor drummer boy walks around, just happens to stumble upon the birth of Jesus in the manger, and he just plays the drum for him. And this was definitely what the most religious, I have to say, the most religious of any of the Christmas specials you're going to have. Most Christmas shows. Thank you. Most Christmas specials that I've previously reviewed and mentioned in this video are either ones based on a famous song, or like "Twas the Night Before Christmas," a poem, or like "The Grinch," a famous story by Dr. Seuss. And really, except for maybe the one scene in Charlie Brown Christmas when Linus is reading from the Book of Gospel, this was the only real special that actually tells the story of, Christmas, what Christmas is supposed to be about, or what Christmas is based on. At least the legends of myths or the story of Christmas is mentioned in this particular special, and it's made by Rankin and Bass. The kings of the Christmas special. And I have previously reviewed The Little Drummer Boy along with Mr. Magoo, which is another show I shall mention in a second. So check out these videos, these specials if you have not seen them. Of course, the number one most forgotten Christmas special, which is actually the first Christmas special, is of course Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol, which of course is Mr. Magoo's version of the Charles Dickens story Christmas Carol, and it is a musical version of it, and it is on YouTube, so you can check it out. So that's my video of the forgotten Christmas specials. You can check out all of them on YouTube or one version or another. And those videos that I have reviewed, please check them out. I have reviewed most of these shows. Please check them out. Please click on the video. Please rate it. Feel free to comment on it. Please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video to your Facebook pages. You can check out all my videos on my YouTube channel at WallyC.com. That's all WDY. C.com. That's the homepage for Valley Reviewer, Chris Moore, and please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.